What's up, party people? Welcome to episode 90, oh my gosh, of Life Unmedicated. 90 episodes. That's crazy. 10 more weeks and it'll be at 100. I'll be perfect because 10 more weeks, I'm probably going to go ahead and shut it down. That'll be like at my year. Nice. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So, yes, tonight we have a few things to talk about. Today is Wednesday. Yes, I said it, Wednesday, uh, February 21st. We're not going to pretend like it's Monday. We're not going to pretend like it's Tuesday. It's Wednesday. I didn't do it on Monday, and I'll tell y'all why in a little bit. But mostly it was because my hair was in plaits. And, yeah. So, that was wash day. Monday is wash day. So now I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing it on Monday. I might switch to like Tuesday or Wednesday because unless I do it early in the day on Monday before I wash my hair. But yeah, we'll see. And I'm about to go home, so but I think I'll still be able to do it at least once a week. Oh, my little, what's wrong with my? This is weird. I don't like it. My poor little y'all. I done wore these PJs out. They done been through the washer and dryer so much they don't even look like themselves no more. I'm gonna have to retire them. Anyway, so today we're gonna be talking about a few things. I'm pretty tired. It's been a very long day. Wednesdays are my long day. I work my regular job and then I have 5 clients. So yeah, it's been a long day. And then I went and took a walk. So let's start with goals. So last week Last week I went to look at apartments. I did low carbs for 6 days. I actually think I'm pretty sure I did low carbs like all week. But I did at least 6 days. I stuck to my new workout schedule and I added another strength training day. I kind of half-ass cleaned my bathroom again. I need to do like one deep cleaning instead of just like doing spot cleaning. But it's clean. Like, who cares? I did not do good with my Bible chapters. I did not do good with that, and I didn't start my new series. Laysai. So I got 3 out of 6. That's really bad. So this week I have a soft goal of starting to sew. Another, same goal, low carb times 6 days, 4 strength training days, and getting back into the Bible chapters. I have some other goals too, I guess. Like, sorry, my eye is like giving me the blues. Okay. I have some other goals, but they kind of came about midweek, so, well, I guess I'll put it. Oh, right, I do need to take my practice exam on Friday. And let's work out podcast details. So, me and my friend are starting. Me and my friend are starting a podcast. I'll give y'all more information about it as things happen. But we actually had a planning meeting tonight, which was really productive. We got a lot of stuff figured out, and so yeah, we're gonna start filming or taping soon, and I will keep y'all updated. So exciting. So yes, those are my goals. Okay, so now we're gonna get to the difficult part. I know, 5 minutes in, right? So I had a therapy session today and we talked about a lot of stuff, and my mental health I'm gonna do this as best I can and as organized as I can. I I had a rough weekend. I had a rough Sunday night into Monday. Um I made the mistake of drinking Hennessy. That wasn't my first mistake though. My first mistake was suppressing my feelings and not really working through some pain that I had experienced over the past few months that was kind of brought back up over the past few weeks, that was rubbed in last week. So there was a lot of things. Oh, there were a lot of things that I could have done better as a person, as a human, as myself. It was very interesting. It was a very interesting experience. Like, I don't necessarily remember what happened. I just remember like running out of somewhere crying and like crying in the Uber, just like bawling my eyes out, like Kim K ugly cry. And I remember arguing with a friend over something so stupid. Or from what I remember, I don't think that, I feel like I was probably maybe the only one in the argument, because I remember like I can hear like my voice in my head. I don't really hear anything else, like, but I don't know if I was like screaming at her or what, but like it's just, I don't really understand it. And sometimes I feel like in the past I have felt like, and I don't know if everybody feels like this, but in the past I have felt like it will only take one thing to make me snap. Like, I have felt in the past like I'm starting to doubt talking about this. I'm gonna keep going because I'm human, and I hope that people can extend the grace that has been extended to us as humans. But yeah, so I do this thing where I suppress my feelings, and I thought that I was getting better at it, but I learned that I'm not. Like, when the whole situation happened a few weeks ago, so long story short, there was a situation that happened 3 years ago, and I thought that I was over it, but then I learned new information about it, and it really drove home how delusional I had been. And I know it may sound crazy to some, but I really had no idea just how delusional I had been in my relationship. And so that hurt. Like, that hurt. Like, it hurt because, one, I thought that I had grown in that area and that I was having a better time with boundaries and not being like gullible and goofy for these niggas. And so to find out that, you know, basically my whole three-year relationship was like a sham, you know, it not even really to find out, but just to like come to the realization that like my suspicions were true. I should not have given the benefit of the doubt. I should have listened to my intuition and I stayed entirely too long. Like, to have those facts kind of just like verified, cemented, confirmed. Like, that was hurtful. I don't even think I'm as mad as the nigga as I am at myself. And so I was dealing with those feelings. And that was probably about 3 weeks ago. And then, you know, I had been dealing with those feelings, and then like something else happened last week that just kind of really, it was related to the relationship, and it just really kind of like tore me up a little bit on the inside. And so yeah, that was painful as well. And it kind of just like, if I had been getting over the information I found out, it just kind of reopened the wound. And it's not that I felt like it was new information, because I already knew but it was like put in my face. And so like seeing it with my own two eyeballs was very painful for me. Like, sometimes you know something, but when you see it, it's different, and it just hit way different seeing it. And so yeah, that was painful for me, for sure. And I tried to like acknowledge the pain and move past it, but I don't think I did a good job, because, you know, my friend who had, you know, kind of informed me of that information, she had an event, and at the event, I think I took one too many shots of Hennessy at that, for that matter. And I heard that Hennessy makes people mad, but I don't drink Hennessy because it's the only dark liquor that's ever given me a hangover. I haven't drank Hennessy in years, but the only options were Hennessy and vodka, and I for damn sure wasn't going to drink vodka. But looking back on it, I would have rather drank the damn vodka, because I've never known, I mean, vodka has given me a hangover, but I've never known vodka to make me angry. But I've never known Hennessy to make me angry either. But people say that Hennessy makes you angry, but I forgot. I am not an angry or sad drunk. Like, I'm usually very happy, jovial, like funny, you know, just kind of, like, I'm just not an angry person. So for this to happen, I mean, I'm still really trying to figure it out. But to the best of my ability, what I've come up with was that me suppressing those feelings and associating her with the hurt feelings, because she was the one that gave me the information, and you know, it's not that it had absolutely nothing to do with her, but it didn't have to do with her in that way. Like, she didn't do anything. There was no, like, I'm not mad at her, like, anything. If anything, I'm mad at myself. So those feelings were completely displaced, and I don't even know what we got into an argument about. I think it was about her damn apartment, which I don't even really remember seeing, but I remember saying something about like not remembering it, and then us getting into an argument about me not remembering it. I have no idea. It's all sounds so stupid, like, and I have no idea. But the whole point is, that happened. I suppressed my feelings. They came out in the most unexpected way possible. And then I dissociated for a day and a half. I did not feel normal until Tuesday mid-morning, like, not mid-morning, like Tuesday early, late morning, sorry, like 11, maybe even 12. And I finally felt like my brain was attached to my head. Like, I finally felt like I was like back in my body. It was really weird. I don't normally have dissociative episodes. So it was hard for me to even identify what was wrong. But like when I started trying to describe it, I noticed that I was using similar like descriptive words as like what I've read in the DSM and what my clients with like dissociative disorders tell me. So I felt like that was really interesting because it makes me wonder, like, what is that a symptom of? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I have like dissociative identity disorder. I feel like I would have known that by now, and like I've had a therapist for years, so I feel like I would have known that by now. But just being dissociated like that and having to kind of like deal with the aftermath of it has been really hard. It's been really rough. I feel ashamed. I feel embarrassed. I feel guilty because I did that to that girl on her birthday. Like, I feel a lot of things. Mostly I just feel sorry. And part of me wants to explain myself to her, but I know that she doesn't want to hear from me. And I know that it would be selfish of me to continue to reach out to her after I've already kind of like reached out and apologized a couple times. So, and my therapist was even like, why would you do that? Like, is that for you or is that for her? And I'm like, well, it would be for me, like, for real. Because even though I would think like, oh, I want her to know, the only reason I want her to know is so that she can know how sorry I am. And I've already expressed that. So I don't want to bother her. She probably don't want to hear from me for however long. And I don't necessarily blame her. I'm prayerful that, you know, eventually she can extend me some grace and know that that's not like who I am. I mean, I feel like we've known each other long enough for her to know that that's not who I am. And, you know, I'm hoping we can move past it. But at the same time, I feel like if I am associating her with these negative feelings, then maybe I need a break too. And that's not even just to say that she did anything wrong, because like I said, she did absolutely nothing wrong. It's not her fault that, you know, it's not, none of it. So, you know, it's just been a solemn few days. Like, it's been me in my head trying to figure this stuff out. It's been me feeling sad and ashamed and guilty and confused because I just still have no idea what happened. And then my therapist also clued me into the fact that, like, you know, because the only thing I can remember was something being about her apartment, and my therapist was like, you know, you're going through a hard time with your apartment and you've been feeling a way about your apartment and the things that have transpired because of my decision to get this apartment. So, you know, there were multiple things there. Like, I don't know if it was like a jealousy thing, which it totally could have been, but it's just all very like weird for me. And I feel like I don't even know if that's like ADHD. I just feel like it's mental illness. Like, I just feel mentally ill. And I mean, it was really bad on Tuesday. Well, it was bad on Monday, but by Tuesday I was ready to 5150 myself because I just didn't know what was going on and I felt really crazy. But I've been on the psych ward, been in the psych ward on the other side, like as the provider, and that shit is traumatizing. Like, I don't want to be committed. I don't. They drug you, and sometimes people don't care, and you can end up. I'm not. So I just really had to pray on it because, you know, I didn't want anything crazy to happen. But I've never felt that way before, so I was really concerned. I will never drink Hennessy again. I'll tell you that much. And I promise you, I'm not blaming it on the Hennessy. I just know that was a factor. And tequila ain't never did me like that, okay? That's all I can say. So that's just something that I'm going to have to deal with. And, you know, I'm trying to be kind to myself. Like, I beat myself up for it, like, all day, yesterday, Monday, you know. But I have a really great group of friends that reminded me that I am a good person and I'm a good friend for the most part. And that growth is not linear. And sometimes you regress. I mean, even the change model, regression is a part of it. So all I can really do is what I've done, and I take ownership for my actions and, put systems and policies in place for myself where that will never happen again. And also doing the work, because obviously there's something there. So I have to deal with that. I have to deal with those feelings that are there. And although it may be hard for some people to fathom, even when you're in a relationship that may look crazy from the outside, you can really convince yourself of some things, especially when you really want to believe them. So that's kind of where I'm at with things right now. And I've actually wondered if I should even be dating. But yeah, I mean, I think being over the situation is different than being over the person. I don't want to be with that person anymore. I haven't wanted to be with him for a long time. But it doesn't mean that the situations that occurred within the relationship don't have an impact. And I'm not really one that believes that you have to be fully healed to date or to find love, because nobody's ever fully healed. So, I mean, if I start to see things pop up in my dating life that I feel are concerning, then that'll be, a different situation. But as for right now, I'm going to keep dating. I'm going to keep, getting to know these people and, praying that God sends me my husband, child, because that was not it. That wasn't in not one bit. I kind of had something else to talk about, but I'm already at 22 minutes. So then maybe I'll talk about it next week. Maybe I won't. We'll see. I don't know. It's weird for me to talk about things as they happen, because in my mind, even though I be having 3 views, in my mind, the person I'm talking about will eventually see it, and that's weird for me. But this is just what's going on in my life at the time, and all I can do is be honest about it. And that's it. Thank you once again for joining another episode of Life Unmedicated. Please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time for episode 91.